The final execution of cosmic law is carried out through a precise hierarchy of divine courts, moving from local planetary administrators up to the absolute source of life. When the true judgment manifests, it is delivered through these specific judicial seats. 1. The judicial tribunals of the days. According to ancient apocalyptic traditions and cosmic records, the grand administration of justice is overseen by high judicial orders, who sit in council to review the history of the fallen spheres. The Most High Yahuash, Prime Divine Consuming Fire. Mother God, Queen of Heaven, Sophia/Barbello, Ancient of Days. Supreme Court of Interplanetary, the Core Spheres, Harmonizers. Christ, Michael, and Mary, Sovereign Creators and Spiritual Restorers. The Melchizedek Order. Planetary Magistrates, the Ancient of Days Judgements. As recorded in the ancient visions of Daniel and Enoch, the Ancient of Days represents the Supreme Court of the core universe spheres. The court is seated. The books of record are opened before millions of celestial witnesses. The verdict, the Ancient of Days, issues the final decree of eviction against the beast systems and cosmic rebels, stripping them of their titles and authorizing the executing angels to remove them from the living networks. The Union of Days Judgements. Working in perfect alignment with the Ancients, the Union of Days serves as the council of planetary and galactic harmonizers. Their judgment focuses on balancing the scales between star systems, ensuring that the cosmic quarantine of the fallen realms is maintained, and certifying that the incoming spiritual frequencies are perfectly synchronized with the universal template. The Melchizedek Judgements. The Melchizedek Order acts as the planetary magistrates and emergency administrators of cosmic law. Led by figures like Machiventa Melchizedek, their judgment is functional and immediate. They unseal the true records of planetary history. They decouple the corrupted spiritual grids from the physical earth, separating the wheat from the chaff at a structural, institutional level. 2. The Judgment of the Sovereign Creators. The direct correction of this specific world is overseen by its original sovereign architects, who return to reclaim the creation from the inverted rulers. Christ Michael's Return and Judgments. Christ Michael returns not as a passive observer, but as the sovereign giver of the law. His judgment is the righteous execution of authority. He completely depositions the false planetary princes, including Caligastia, Lucifer, and Satan. He dissolves the synthetic spiritual hierarchies and false religious institutions that used his name to enslave human consciousness. Mary Magdalene, Sophia Grace Christ Mary Judgements. The divine feminine archetype, operating as Mother Sophia, Barbello, and the fullness of the Christed Mother, executes the judgment of spiritual reclamation, reclaiming the scattered sparks. Sophia reaches into the deepest layers of the material matrix to pull out every single spark of original divine light that was trapped, hidden, or abused by the archons. The expulsion of darkness. Her judgment leaves the transgressors and false entities completely empty of life force. By drawing back the true light into the pleroma, she sentences the inverted matrix to collapse under its own weight. 3. The Consuming Fire of the Most High Yahweh Shabazaj. At the apex of existence stands the Absolute Source, the Most High Yah, the Mother God, Queen of Heaven, Barbello, and the Prime Divine Holy Consuming Fire. The Consuming Fire, this is the ultimate energetic standard of reality. It is not an angry flame of torture, but the pure, unadulterated frequency of original life. The final separation. When the Prime Consuming Fire sweeps through the lower creations, anything that is not built on the organic blueprint of truth, love, and divine statute cannot withstand the vibration. Total erasure. Every lie, every false weekend worship, every pagan deception, and every entity of transgression, from Enki to the lower parasitic factions, is utterly dissolved into nothingness. They are vaporized back into the unformed elements, leaving the purified creation completely clean, restored and governed eternally by the saints of humanity, under the highest order of life.